Guys, what's going on? It's Pokemon P4C. Welcome back to the channel. And as you can see in front of us, a very familiar box. And today we are doing another PSA graded card experiment. And this time we are looking to see whether or not PSA will give out PSA Gem Mint 10s even if your cards have print lines on them. Now, this has been one of the questions that has been asked so many times within the community. So I thought I went through my collection of cards, and these cards, 10 cards, all 10 of them have print lines on them. We did a quick video before the submission, so you'll see that a little bit later on. But again, just wanted to clarify, by no means this particular video gives a definitive answer whether or not you can still get Gem Mint 10s from PSA if your cards have print lines on them. Even though there is 10 cards, still a very or relatively small sample size. So I will leave it up to you. Give the decision up to you after watching the video, whether or not you want to submit your cards even if you have print lines on them. Of course, you can always reach out to us via our socials, our Instagram, Twitter, and ask us questions, or ask them in the comment section below. We are more than happy to answer them. All right, one last thing before we let you guys know which card we submitted with print lines, as well as reviewing the grades, is make sure that you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so, and then make sure you hit the bell for the latest videos and updates. Later on this week, we are doing a live stream where we are going to give away some Pokemon Go Japanese cards. If you are interested, this is open to all of our subscribers and all of our viewers. All you have to do is simply go to this video, which should be in the link down below, as well as from the drop down on the top, and use the Google form to input your YouTube name and your email. We will be drawing a couple of people. We will be doing a live rip and giveaway session. So if you're interested, hope to see you there. All right, without further ado, let's go to the video where we review the 10 cards that we are submitting for this particular experiment. Again, all 10 of these cards have print lines on them. I'm not 100% sure whether the submission video will show it clearly. Fingers crossed it will, but let's go to that video first. Alright, here we go. Here are the 10 cards that have either got really strong print lines or really fainted print lines, so to speak. So first one here is the Pikachu VMAX Korokoro magazine or Korokoro comic promo. Now, my understanding is that for this particular card, it's notorious for print lines. Almost every pack that you get out of these, it bound to have print lines on them. So I don't think there is one without them at the moment. And this is so notorious, you can actually, I hope it is quite visible on screen, because you can actually count the number of squares that are on the card. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So there's print line right there, right there, right there, right there. Again, not sure if this is showing on screen. I'll try my best to try to capture it. And also some printing, I don't know if it's printing error or not, but there's also certainly some dots on the card as well. So these dots, I really don't expect these to get a 10, to tell the honest truth. And then we've got this Tornadus alternate art card. Yeah, really like this card. I actually bought this card online, sorry. And I think the print line is right across there. So you can see the V rules and you can see that line there. Once you spot it, it's quite obvious, I think. So actually it's just above there, So somewhere around there, there's a print line there. So this is what we maybe consider as a very faint line. So we'll see how it goes. And then from the EV Hero set, and this one here actually is very well hidden. So there's one line across there, and then one across there as well, and I can sort of see a very faint vertical line going down there as well. So that's the SB on full art, and then the Umbreon full art. Again, this one's very fainted, but I'm not sure. Sometimes the best way to see it is the border, because the print line run across the border. So there, I think it is right around here. I'm just checking. Yeah, right around here. This is where my fingers are, where my thumbs are, sorry. And maybe possible another one right here as well, but I'm not seeing any. There might be vertical lines, but I'm not seeing them anyway. And then we've got the alternate art Umbreon V. So straight away, there's one right underneath the box. I'm not sure if you can see it. And then I think there's like one right here, just below the eye as well. So we've got one right there. And then we have the Sleepy Dragonite V alternate art card, and the print line is right underneath the neck area. So yeah, I'm not sure you guys can see it. There's one across the head as well. So we'll see how it goes, and then a couple more, and then a Sylveon V here. Now these ones are the VMAX Climax again. That's where the print line again picks up quite significantly, because there's definitely one there, and I think we are getting some, maybe some square action, maybe not on this, but there's definitely one right there where my thumbs are. Very fainted though, and then we have a Galarian Montress with Gloria, and now this one is getting that square action there. You got one right down here and then one right down there, and then I think there is possibly a few more, but that's, yes, definitely true across there. And then the last two are from the Brilliant Stars. The print line carried through to Brilliant Stars, and for the fish Lumineon, there's one right across the middle, and then there's one across the vertical there as well. I was going to say I'm not seeing the vertical one. For the Arceus, there's two here, one at the top and one at the middle. There, not seeing the vertical. Maybe that's where it starts to get a little bit better. But all in all, we have 10 cards here. We are going to answer the age-old question to see whether or not print line matters in terms of grading, or can you still get PSA Gem Mint 10s if you have print lines on your cards. So let's see the results. Alright, now that you've seen those 10 cards, we have cracked the box open. A lot of paper, a lot of stuff. The box is very hard to get. I might just take it off screen. And voila, there it is. Here is our submission. What I'm going to do is take off the submission label there. Okay, there we go, and then crack the box open from the side. So again, one thing I didn't really mix it up though, and I've kind of regretted a little bit here, is to actually include some older cards. So all of the cards that you saw in the submission video, all of them are relatively modern cards. So I don't know if that would affect it or not, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, again, I know the cards, I know the results already because they came through online. Now, just again, forgot to mention to say is that there are 10 cards, of course, and half of them, voila, they are Dragon Ball Super cards. So we are going to do what we did last time. I'm just seeing where okay, these are the Dragon Ball Super cards, and then we have the Pokemon cards, so we'll put it in one stack. Let's go through the Dragon Ball Super cards first, and let's show you guys which other 10 cards that I submitted as well. So here we go. The first one here, let's go through them one by one. First one here is the from the latest set, actually, the Realms of God, or the Gods of Realm. I actually don't think I have any boxes left. So the Realm of Gods, this is a special rare. Again, by no means these were expensive cards from the Dragon Ball set. I just simply needed 10 cards because you get 20 cards quota, you might as well. Now looking back on it, very stupid because we spent crazy amount for these two experiment videos. So anyway, I actually really like Trunks. Is actually one of my favorite characters, so very, very cool card here, Super Saiyan God Trunks, so very, very cool. And then the next one here, another special rare, Realms of Gods, Ultra Instinct. Very, very awesome card, just because this is a very iconic scene in the latest Dragon Ball Super saga, in terms of the anime anyway, where Jiren and Goku fight it out. So I thought this is an amazing looking card. Only a special rare as well, so it's kind of weird, this kind of iconic fight being only a special rare. I'm sure they're probably going to have a secret rare somewhere down the line. And then we have Kelfa, of course, Super Saiyans from another universe, another special rare as well. I just really, again, I grade cards sometimes not because of the value. I grade cards because these are cards that I really like and I really enjoy, and I want to put in a case, and then somewhere down the line I'm going to have a big enough house and have a big enough display case. I'm going to display them all, so that's part of the reason. And then we have a Saiyan Showdown, again a very iconic moment in one of the movies, one of the Broly movies, where Broly is squeezing Gohan here. It's very very nice card, starting to strengthen my Broly's collection here. So nothing of the latest movie though. This is one of those older movies there. So another one here is Android 21. Android 21 doesn't feature in the Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball manga, but it does heavily feature in one of the games, Xenoverse, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not wrong. So a very cool special rare card here. You can see I didn't pull too many secret rare cards, and the secret rare cards are very hard to pull, but I really do enjoy all these special rare cards as well. In reality, I should have just got them probably maybe even cheaper, just to get them graded or get the Japanese version. But these are all actually all of these cards I pull myself, so that's why we send them through grading. And we have a Android 18. Android 18 of course is a fan favorite in the Dragon Ball world. So look at the number 6666, so very nice card here. We got 18, we got 21, of course 19 and 20 probably not going to grade them. Didn't get 17 though, so unfortunate. And then we get in other 10 here. So far you can see, maybe put them on screen here. So far you can see we haven't dropped a grade yet. So this is an absolutely amazing return. So we get a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta testing his limit. In fact, I think I've submitted kind of like a set as well. So we've got a Twin Onslaught SS4 Son Goku. You can see the theme of these cards. These are really, I actually really enjoy these cards. These are really cool. You've got the character here and then the back with the gold line. Again, these are only special rare cards, and I actually really appreciate these. From the last video you would have seen some other ones that I've submitted as well. So these are absolutely amazing looking. And then we've got another one here, the Ghost Rampage Super Saiyan Gotenks here, of course. Goten and Trunks fusion here. So very nice. You can see all the ghosts in the gold there. Very nice. And last but not least, here is one of the secret rare that we submitted, which is not an expensive one. This is from the tournament. I can't remember the exact name of that booster, but it's TB2 World Tournament or World Arts Tournament, Martial Art Tournament. Here we go. World Martial Art Tournament set is Goku and Oob, which is kind of like at the end of Dragon Ball Z, where they decided to fly off to train together. So very nice. The Dragon Balls will be there for them. Secret rare. Was really surprised that I got a 10 for these. I thought I actually bought a few of these, and yeah, just generally surprised. I didn't pull this myself, and was really happy when we saw the score. All right, now for the moment of truth. Let's go into our Pokemon cards and let's see if print lines matter or not. All right, here we go. 10 of these. Let's go into this first one here. Again, I wasn't sure if the submission video that we did was good enough to show the print line, but I'm not sure if this video will be able to reflect the print line that are on these cards. I think some were really noticeable and some were not. So hopefully I'll be able to show that and maybe to zoom in and I don't know, put a highlight on the card there. But for first one here is indeed the Arceus V from the Starbirth set, and of course it is an alternate art. Now that I'm trying to find the print lines here, so there's definitely them. So I'm not sure you can see it, but there's one kind of right across there, more horizontal one, and then I think the other one, I'm just gonna put my head through, you know, there's definitely another one sort of around there somewhere. So a 10 for this Arceus card. And like I said, most of the cards I submitted had a was modern cards, so didn't submit any older cards, because by the time some of the older cards have print lines on them, the quality of the card was pretty bad as well. So the next one here is a Lumineon V alternate art. Again, you have to find the right angle. I don't have strong enough lights maybe to find the print line, but they are definitely there. They are definitely there. So maybe you can sort of point them out. Let's have a look at it closely. I'm not sure if you can see, probably not, but there is a print line right across there. So minimal, but we did get another 10 for this. Another one here, a Galarian Montrose here. Again, there is a print line somewhere. I just need to find the right angle, but pretty nice. Another 10 as well. So I mean, I'm starting to wonder whether print line really matters or not. But one thing I do notice though, maybe not on the modern card, but more so on the older cards, and maybe this is a pop control thing. I could be wrong. As another one here, a Sylveon V here. Now the line actually a little bit more noticeable. You can see it by the years right across there. Actually, I can see it once as soon as I turn the card a little bit sideways. But back to the point, like all of these are modern cards, so are they a little bit lax on modern card, whereas compared to the vintage card? Because I know vintage, they're definitely PSA. From my personal opinion, PSA are definitely grading vintage cards. So anything sort of 2010 before, they take a closer look at those cards compared to the modern card here. So this one right here, definitely print lines somewhere. I mean, the submission probably is a little bit better just because the card's in case, so it is definitely harder to pinpoint where the print line is or are, but I remember these definitely have print lines on them. So, but obviously Dragonite here, this card here look absolutely amazing from Blue Sky Stream. And then voila, an Umbreon here. This one's a little bit shaky though. So Umbreon V from the EV Heroes, of course, rise in value quite a lot recently with all the VMAXs, and this is because they haven't reprinted EV Heroes. I think they did do a batch, but that batch got sold out really quickly, so prices continue to climb for this particular set, only for the VMAXs though. I don't even think the V rise in value. But if you're wondering where the print lines are for this card, and I kind of remember this vividly, there's one actually across the eyes right there, and I think there is like a two more sort of down in the middle and the later half. Again, we've got a 10, so you are watching this video correctly. We haven't got anything outside of the 10 from a 20 card submission at the moment, so this is absolutely bonkers from a submission standpoint. And then we have another one here, which is just the full art. In fact, the reason why we submitted this, because we also submitted this. I always say you can't submit Umbreon without Espeon, as they really go hand in hand. Again, I'm not sure you can see it, but like there is definitely print lines on this card, and you know, even to a certain degree, like, you know, this card here, the centering is a little bit off. You can see one side's definitely visibly bigger than the other one, but again, we got 10s for these. So again, we are down to our last two cards. 18 of all of our cards got Gem Mint 10s at the moment. So another one here, which is a Tornados. I think the print lines, maybe one right there. So definitely a few lines here. Again, just very harder to see from this angle. I think there is one across the plus sign across the 20 there. I really like these alternate cards, so you know, that's why I submitted them and wanted to do this print line experiment. All right, last but not least, this card here is notoriously known as have a lot of print line. To a certain degree, you can visibly see squares on the card. Now, this was the only card in the whole submission that did not get a 10, because this was the Pikachu Korokoro. Now, because potentially and maybe the print line was so visible and so noticeable, this card got a 9, because if I just going to move the card a little bit here, you can see a line right across smack bang in the middle, and then you will probably see a vertical line smack bang in the middle as right here near the cheek as well, so you can visibly point out where all the squares are. And is that the reason why this card got a 9 and not got a 10? And because, you know, the graders cannot, you know, really see the print lines on these other cards, and that's why these got a 10? And you got a question, you know, how thorough are the grading process in terms of, you know, looking at these print lines? Again, this video is not a definitive answer, but from a 20 card submission, we did pretty well, because 19 of them came back a Gem Mint 10, and only one of them was a Mint 9. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this particular video. Again, by no means this video is a definitive answer to whether or not, even if you have print lines on your card, you can get a PSA Gem Mint 10s or not. This is just a video for your reference. I will leave that decision up to you, whether you want to submit your cards. As you can see, we submitted quite modern cards. We didn't submit any vintage cards, so that could be another factor to consider when you are thinking about submitting your cards to PSA with print lines on them. If you have any comments, any queries, you can reach out to me as well as in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button, and while you're at it, if you're not subscribed to our channel, press subscribe, and then after that, ring the bell for the latest videos and updates. With that said, if you are getting some grades back from PSA or any other trading cards company, may the god of grades be with you always.